Hey everyone, I'm Patrick. I'm a fitness expert here at Fitness Town Burnaby. Today I'm just going to show you a few stretches that you can do with the rubber bands. Okay? So, a lot of people, because we have a lot of sit-down jobs, we're sitting down 9 to 5, we develop rounded shoulders and we're going to lose flexibility and range of motion mobility in our shoulder joint. If I tell a client to stand up straight and lift their arms up, they can't even get their arms back here. That's as far as they can get their arms. So a good stretch to mobilize that joint is to grab a rubber band, okay? You're going to wrap the rubber band around a pole at this height, grab the rubber band, and you're going to work on that position where you're restricted, where you're tight. So if I'm tight here, I'm just going to suck in my stomach, tuck my chin back, I'm going to press forward with my right shoulder, and I am stretching out everything across my right chest and my shoulder here. I'm going to hang out here for 2 minutes, okay, and really mobilize that. I'm going to work around, dig around, see where I'm tight, and just try to get more range in that position. After about a minute or two, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, because you don't want to just do one side, okay? You can do some PNF, some contract relax methods where you take a big breath and really push forward, let your breath out, relax. That's going to increase more range there. I can do the same thing downward, same thing. I'm just working on shoulder extension, right? Another thing that gets tight is our lats and how it ties into our triceps. So a good stretch to that is you're going to point your elbow up to the ceiling, and this is your basic tricep stretch, but you're going to get your lats and where it ties into your rib cage there too. So these big muscles contribute to our rounded shoulders, so we really want to stretch that out. Same thing on the other side. Okay, you can also take the same band and wrap it around a pole at a lower height. And now I'm going to show you a couple things you can do to increase mobility in your hips. And again, people who have sit-down desk jobs lose a lot of range of motion mobility in their hips. They can't even do a basic squat, which is a basic function that we should do in everyday life. We should be able to get into this position easily. Okay? A lot of people have tight hip flexors. I'm going to show you how to stretch out that. So basically, to stretch out your hip flexor, you would get on one knee, okay? And you want to push your hips forward and really tuck that butt underneath you. So I can do this without the band. I'd be stretching out the right side of my hip flexor. I'm getting my psoas. I'm getting a bit of my quads, okay? But with the band, I'm adding increased tension going that way and distraction. And with the band pulling that way and I'm pushing this way, it's going to just get in there a little bit more, okay? So I'm going to hold that for a minute or two. Do the same thing on the other side. Another thing that you want to do is, when we look at the squat, right now my hip joint is in a flexion and it's in an external rotation, okay? So if I want to stretch out and mobilize that, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to wrap the rubber band around my upper thigh, and in this position, what do I have? I have flexion at the hip and I have external rotation, okay? So I'm just going to hold that. Again, PNF, big breath, push, 5 seconds, relax. Then I'm going to get more range in there. Explore, see where you're tight, and just hold yourself in that position. Hold that for 2 minutes. Let's do a test retest. I'm going to squat. That side, I have a lot more room to work with, okay? So those are just a couple exercises you can do to open up your shoulder girdle down here for your hips. It's just a small sample of a bunch of things that you can do to help gain flexibility, and that's going to prevent injuries in the future, increase your performance, etc. If you have any more questions, contact us at any Fitness Town location. Until next time.